Hey everyone, we are here with a slightly late October pickups.
Yeah, we've been snoozing.
Yeah,
To
there's
say the
been
least.
no, there's actually been a lot of prep for Retro Game Con going on for the past couple of weeks. 'Cause
Yes,
it's actually by the time you see this,
it's gonna be
it's
a
gonna be
week.
less than a week.
A little less than a week.
To the or yeah, a week or less to the con. So
It's crazy. Time
big
just flew by. But yes, November 14th. That's coming up.
yep. So be there, be square.
Or we'll come and find you and beat you down.
Yeah, exactly. But we got not as much as we usually do in October. We're slowing it down a little bit for the next couple months so we can put some money away in savings, but still get games here and there.
Boring,
I know. But you know, we're good. We found some good deals this month, and some of them you've seen if you watched our Halloween trip to Buffalo, or it's the week before Halloween, but it was for a Halloween party. So you saw some of this, so we won't talk about it, but you'll see it in the video. And then we got some other cool things. So stay tuned, and we will show you what we got. Okay, so found a couple interesting deals out in the wild while we were doing some mild game hunting this month. I wanted to show off one particular game because if you've been watching our pickup videos, we've been getting some of the obscure and filler Wii titles, but once in a while we'll get a Wii game that's like a collectible one. And this was one I saw at a pawn store for $5, and it's about a $40 game at GameStop. You probably get it for like $30 at minimum on eBay, but usually it's like $40. And that is Godzilla Unleashed, which is a port of a PS2 game, or it came out at the same time as a late PS2 game too.
Looks pretty cool.
So yeah, it's supposed to be a really fun Godzilla fighting game. Looks pretty cool. I think this one had online mode back in the day, but
it looks better than that one that just came out.
yeah,
on
it's
PS4.
supposed to be better than that one. But I'd probably pick that one up if it drops in price too.
Was
but,
it just on PS4?
PS4 only.
Yeah.
But pretty cool. I grew up liking Godzilla a lot, so looking forward to checking that out. But also was happy to find a really good deal. And sometimes you still can find deals at the pawn store. So
Yeah, you just have to be persistent.
and we also go to thrift stores quite a bit.
Yes, which it is getting kind of hard to find something good. Unfortunately, didn't really find much in the way of games recently, but I
There's
found
one you'll
something
see
kind
in
of
this video
cool
later. But
and unique. These usually go for like $15-20 at Target, somewhere in between there. And I just thought this would be fun to get. It was like $3 or $4, so I was like, why not? And that is the box is a little ripped up. The Minecraft Papercraft set. This is the Hostile Mobs pack.
there's enemies.
It looks like somebody opened it and made like one thing, which I just put this together right now, but you make little
like the head of a
Minecraft
zombie.
characters out of paper. They're like all like perforated, and you take them out and you fold them and put
Do a
them
little bit of
together.
work, and then you have little cardboard figures.
But they're kind of cute. I mean, for $4 maybe the most to spend. Yeah, for $4, why not? I mean, we'll have these all over the house, and you wake up in the morning and see a creeper just chilling.
I'll turn and there'll be like a
I'll just be
Minecraft
chilling
enemy
there.
next to me. I'm like, ah.
I don't know, but yeah, thrift store.
It's kind of a neat find
Yeah.
for a couple bucks.
I'll
So
take it.
pretty cool there.
Alright, so when we went to Buffalo for Scott's party, of course we had to do some game hunting. One of the stops we made was in Oogie Games. I don't remember which one that I picked this particular.
First
we went
one,
to a couple.
We went to two, and I think this
Two.
was the first
Okay.
Oogie Games we went to. And we forgot to talk about it in that video, so.
Yeah, so we're bringing it up now. But I didn't get a whole lot. You'll see some of the pictures. I got like homie rollers, and I don't think I got really anything else
the rest
besides...
was Anubis too.
And Anubis, yeah. A couple cheap Wii games, cheap DS games. The only thing I probably spent the most on was like $6-7, and I don't know if any of you have heard of this game. I know very little about it. I saw one of my friends post about it before, and I was kind of intrigued by it. Reading up on it, it kind of, I don't know, the internet kind of compared it to like Panic Restaurant. It's a little platformer, and I guess you're this like playing as this little chef guy. And his
Who's in a panic in a restaurant. I bet.
yeah, and I guess his food goes all batshit crazy and decides to attack him, so he has to catch his food or kill it or attack it. I don't know, but it sounded super cute, and for the price, I was like, hey, why not?
Yeah,
Plus,
try it out.
You know,
Don't see it too often. So.
Yeah, I don't. That's the thing. I really don't see it that often.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the last time I saw it was like on some collector trade.
Yeah, we haven't
but
seen
I haven't
any of
seen
our
it
local stores or anything.
In the wild in a while.
No,
so,
definitely not.
Kind of a cool pickup, though.
These are just some random pickups that I wanted to talk about. One is a Vita game that I used a coupon and some stuff to get, so I really didn't have to pay too much for this at all. And I really wanted to get it because not only do Meg and I like to collect Vita games, because we really think the system is awesome, even though it doesn't have a lot of support from Sony. But this is a really unique fighting game called Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax. And as you can see, it's got an oversized cardboard box. It has a soundtrack CD in it. And what it is it's a 2D fighter with really beautiful graphics. And it's got characters and backgrounds from various Saga franchises. So there's like Sonic the Hedgehog, Virtual On, Virtual Fighter, Valkyria Chronicles. Like just some cool Saga franchises are in this in some form. A couple characters, but mostly it's the backgrounds that are from Saga games. So just a unique game, and it had really, really tight controls, and it seemed like a fun fighter and had really good graphics. So that was cool. And speaking of fighters, because Megan and I have been into Dragon Ball Z a lot lately.
If you couldn't tell from our super awesome Halloween costumes.
Yes. They actually had a new Dragon Ball Z game come out for the 3DS called Extreme Butoden. And the reason I wanted to get this is because it's a 2D fighter. And I don't know if you can tell from the little pictures in the back. It's a 2D fighter, and the people who do the Blaze Blue or Blaz Blue, however you pronounce it, games, did the 2D artwork for this. So I wanted to at least support this game over other Dragon Ball games because it's continuing the 2D fighter genre, which, there's not too many. I mean, I say that after showing this one, but, most games are 3D, and I still love supporting 2D releases when they come out. So that's this one right here. So, next game I'm going to show is a really generous gift from my nephew Cameron. We went to the flea market a while back, and I didn't really have too much money on me. I was just looking for some cheap stuff. But they happened to have, at this one regular video game vendor booth, I saw a box underneath where he was standing, and it had, like, collectible games in it. So we asked about him, and he said, I was probably going to put these online, but he let us look. And they were really good games, and I just didn't have the money for them. They were probably he was offering like $20 less than what they were going for, so I was like, oh. And there was like one or two I really wanted, and Cameron wanted them too, and I think he felt bad because he knew I wanted those too, but I didn't have the money on me, and he did. So he didn't have to do this, but out of the generousness of his own heart, he bought...
What a guy.
He bought the copy of Breath of Fire 4 for the PS1. Great shape. I mean, it is like immaculate, and it's complete. Really cool disc art and everything. And he got that. He was like, I wanted to get this for you. So really appreciate that, Cameron. Really awesome. And I love RPGs, and I love PS1 games. So
a couple things that I got. Our friend Pat Milligan hooked us up with a really good deal on 2 Game Boy Advance games. Neither of these of which I've heard. But hey, they're complete, they're sealed, and they're in pretty awesome condition.
He knew they were obscure, and we'd probably like the obscure games. So
the first one is Rave Master Special Attack Force. There's so much going on in this cover. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of a sticker. I got to work on taking that off, but you can see.
Yeah, it's like an anime-based Konami title.
And there's like friggin' Olaf chilling there.
Yeah, a little
in
snowman
the back.
guy.
I don't know, little snowman guy.
Do you want to fight a snowman? So anyway, looks like a fighting game.
And then this next game is Sea Trader Rise of Taipan.
Probably that's how I pronounce it.
Okay. This is what that one looks like. Look at that bodacious babe there. She's just hanging out in the corner.
It's like a economic pirate type game, kind of like the Pirates Gold games.
There's gambling and use of alcohol in this.
Yes, so
Ooh.
Watch it, kiddies. But
but it looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, never see it. And sealed games, hey.
Yeah.
Especially for a good deal that he gave us.
Look at the boxes are like perfect.
Yeah, we're really happy to get those.
So
thank
you,
thanks,
Mr.
Pat.
Milligan.
right, so there wasn't any individual amiibo releases this month, like we've been collecting over the past few months. But there,
Kind of a late month
I
for
mean, I
this.
guess there were. We didn't get the individual ones because they're not part of the Smash Brothers series. But we did get bundled ones that came out. So I'll show off mine, and then Megan, you can show off the one we're gonna show off. This game looks to be, I haven't cracked it open yet, but looks to be the best in this series since the original, which is one of my favorite 2D games of all time. And it is Yoshi's Woolly World. Looks like it's really creative with some of its design, and of course it looks really nice with the yarn graphics. Looking forward to playing it.
Yes,
so.
I'm definitely looking forward to play it. Also, look at this freaking amiibo. Look
It's
at how
the
cute.
cutest
It's a
little
yarn
guy.
Yoshi.
I know.
They come, not this particular bundle, but there's, a pink one and a blue one, which
Yes,
I'd love
that
to
was the
eventually
individual
get,
amiibos that I
because
mentioned that we didn't get.
love Yoshi.
I know, I do want to get them eventually, but they're $17, which is like, ugh. So we got the bundle one with the game.
I'd much rather have this. As far as this game, we haven't played it yet. My interest in it, besides loving Yoshi, I was a big fan of Kirby's Epic Yarn, and this game looks a lot like it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, besides the fact, obvious, it's a platformer and stuff, but I don't know, it looks like it uses a lot of the same textures
so
and
the
things.
look to it and everything. It plays more like a traditional Yoshi game from what I've seen, but it whereas the Kirby's Epic Yarn kind of strayed from some of the strayed. It sounds like a stray thread. Strayed from some of the past Kirby games, but still had some elements of it. So this one I think plays more to the franchise it's in, but really cool, and got another amiibo with it. So, and that's not the only amiibo bundle we got.
No.
This is a cool one.
This one, once I heard it was coming out, I was like, I have to pre-order this. I have to get it. I'm a big fan of this series. I played a little bit of the first one. There was like the DS one.
You played through that one, right?
I played through that one. Finished it. It played through a chunk of the download one. In case you're wondering, yes, it was a download only, I believe. In case you're wondering what series this is, it's Chibi Robo. The newest addition in the series is Chibi Robo Ziplash. Yeah. And check out that amiibo.
He's so cute.
He's
holding a plug above
adorable.
his head.
I love these little figures.
Yeah. So, and it's cool, and it's supposed to be. It's a pretty cool game from what you said.
Yes, I played quite a bit through it. I mean, nowhere near finishing it, but enough to get a good feel of the game. It's kind of different from the other ones because this one's a platformer, whereas the other one, it's kind of like you're going around.
They're more
3D.
Yeah,
and there's still the basic stuff like picking up trash. Oh, nice.
Sorry.
Picking up trash.
Picking up my trash.
You run out of power eventually, and you have to like plug yourself in and get recharged. A lot of the same basic stuff that's in the other, but it's a 2D platformer.
Like cool that they put a spin on it.
The only thing I don't like at the end of each level, there's like a roulette thingy, a spinner thingy that you land, and if you land on a certain number, that's like the next level you'll go to. So if you land on a 1, you'll just go to the next level. If you land on a 2, then you'll have to like skip a level.
Oh,
it's
that's kind of stupid.
And so you kind of end up replaying some of the same levels, which is a good or a bad thing because there's a lot of collectibles in each level. But anyway, I'm rambling.
Weird,
so it's a little weird. Takes a little getting used to, but overall, I think it's a cute game. Very happy to have this. Hopefully, thell make more. I'm kind of doubtful that Nintendo's really.
Yeah, I think they said
forward.
something about this maybe the last Chibi Robo, but
which
we got
is
it.
Sad, so
like the franchise, but we
so
got this one,
cute.
so pretty cool. So this is a game that got some poor reviews in the beginning because of technical bugs, and there definitely was a lot. It was almost comical how bad they were, and I'm sure a lot of you saw it on there. But I saw it at Target for I think $10, but then I was like, oh, that's a really good price. And then my dad was like, get it, and I was like, ah. And he goes, here's $5, get it. And I'm like, all right, for $5, I'm not going to deny it. So he really wanted me to get it, and it's the PS4 version of Assassin's Creed Unity. Now I used to love the Assassin's Creed franchise, but I kind of stopped playing around like quarter of the way through Revelations on 360.
Plus the fact they come out with a new game every year.
Yeah, now they do especially. So
it's kind of hard to keep up with it. I mean, for me, I played the first one. I need to play the rest of them.
You never even played the second one. So.
The first one was a little repetitive. I liked it.
And then the second one fixed all the issues, and
I know,
you didn't even play
I know,
it. So
I know. But then they came out with like 20 of them, and now I just feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, she gets overwhelmed easily. By games, I'm kidding. All right, so anyway, but I popped it in just to see because I haven't played one in a while, and it looks like they patched out a lot of the issues because it was very smooth in the beginning, and I played the first few missions and stuff, and I was really impressed with the graphics. This is a next gen game. Like the lighting was phenomenal animations, and it added some things since the last time I played it in Assassin's Creed that maybe were in some of the ones before this, like holding the left trigger, you could go into like kind of a stealth mode, and I always thought like for sneaking around and assassinating people, it needed a little more stealth element to it. So I like what they added. So it kind of kickstarted, hey, I used to love this series, I'm going to go back and play. So like I said, Revelations was the last one I played, and I just downloaded Black Flag for Xbox One, was one of the free games, so I have that one ready to play. But I never got, and I know this one has issues too, but I never got Assassin's Creed 3, but it's under $5 at
Is that
GameStop.
the one that had like the steelbook?
Yes, and we have the steelbook somewhere for it.
So
if you pre-ordered it, and then I
snappy.
ended up canceling my pre-order, but I have the steelbook. But this one I always wanted to play because it's in the early colonial America, so pretty cool setting for a game, even if the game is a little flawed. So I got that one, so now I can make my way through the series, and I did get farther than I ever been in Revelations before. So got those. Those are some newer games, and there was a couple other new releases I just had to get this month. One because it was a really good price, and the other one is just, well, you'll see. So I'm a huge fan of this franchise, and I really liked this game before, and this is a re-release, and that is the Back to the Future, the game. I played the first 3 stories in this on the Wii, and then I got the PS3 version, which is an uncommon game. The reason I had to rebuy this, I knew it would probably be uncommon eventually like the other 2, but my biggest complaint with this game was that the voice actor that they got for Biff was awful. And Biff is one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite character, from the Back to the Future trilogy. And this 30th anniversary edition, he came back, and Tom Wilson,
I think that's
voice
really
actor,
cool.
or the actor of Biff, did all the voice acting, redubbed it all. So sucks for the guy who did all the dubbing before, but he didn't do a good job. So I had to get it for that reason alone. Plus, it'll play hopefully a lot better on here.
And 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exciting.
Wait, I feel old.
I know.
I mean, granted, I wasn't alive, but you know.
I was a wee lad when it came out, but one, yes. But we're now in the future. We're past the date of Back to the Future's future, and
right.
So we're coming at you from the future. But had to get it. Love Back to the Future. Even if the game was worse than it is, I probably still would want it in the collection just because I love Back to the Future so much. And then the last newer game, wasn't gonna get this. Our buddy Chris Lake got it, and he brought it over for a party we had, which had to be related to this game too.
Plus we're big fans of Halo. I mean, I didn't play the series growing up, but this guy got me into it. You know, played through all of them, plus all the Halo LAN parties we've been having.
Yes, we just had one on Halloween, which was the Halloween party, because it was a Halo party on Halloween. But so we were really caught up in the hype, and even though I'm really upset there's no split screen in this one, and we can't do our LAN parties with this game unless we all had Xbox Ones and everything, we had to get a copy of Halo 5, and I'm really impressed with it so far. One of my favorite campaigns in a while, and the multiplayer is really fun. I've only played a little bit of it, too. I did beat the campaign, though. But I really like this. I love the franchise, and this is a huge, huge, huge step up from Halo 4, which is probably my least favorite of all the mainline Halos. So even though I still like it, this has definitely improved a lot of the stuff I didn't like. So awesome to have it. This is the shooter of the holiday season that I'm going to be playing, so see how.
Alright, last but not least, kind of a random pickup, which was more of a gift than
It is a gift.
It's a gift. This was gifted to me. It's a little big on me, so I've been kind of sharing it with him. We're both using it.
But it had to go in the collection.
Yes, and it's very cool. It's very, very, very cool. And Chris, thank you so much for giving this to us. Mystery solved, but
so it's a green.
It's a green. Not a hoodie.
It's a Trek jacket.
Trek jacket. Okay. I'm not with the fashions.
You don't know what a fashion.
I love this jacket. I think it looks awesome. I love the metallic-y gold Triforce on there.
Yep, it's got a little one on the front too.
And it's, official Nintendo
stuff.
But yeah, it's got the yellow on the side. I mean,
stripes. Yeah, like any Adidas Trek jacket
but
or something.
yeah, it's very, very, very cool. I've been wearing it a little bit, Nate's been wearing it a little bit.
And it's going to be in our Zelda
sharing
collection, so.
Because, anything Zelda I have to own.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Chris. We appreciate that. That's
thank
cool.
You.
Addition to our Zelda shelf.
And I think that concludes our pickups.
Yeah, you saw some other stuff in here. So that was October in a nutshell. You'll see our pickups from Retro Game Con in November. And or in this month because we are in November.
We are in November.
But and then we already got a couple things for November pickup video in the beginning of the month. There was a release we definitely had to get, and some surprise things that we found. So stay tuned, and we will show you those at the end of the month. And of course, as always, thank you for watching.
Yes.
And we will have more videos for you soon, so stay tuned.